Most engines offer some form of speed adjustment. In this video, we will demonstrate how to adjust the engine speed on two different styles of systems. We will also show you which tools are needed and where to find the specifications for the RPM settings. Briggs & Stratton engines of the smaller vertical or horizontal types have a very simple single governor spring and tang speed control system. To increase the engine maximum sustained speed, or top no load as we call it, you must increase the tension on the governor spring. The procedure will vary depending on the engine family you're working on. As a side note, some engines do not idle. They are fixed speed and designed to run at top no load continuously. Engines that do offer idle speed with a conventional single governor spring system are easy to adjust. Idle speed is a standard RPM on most engines, and that is 1750 RPM. To adjust the idle speed, move the throttle lever to the slow position while the engine is running and turn the stop screw in the top of the carburetor body until the approximate range of 1750 RPM is achieved. Note that turning the screw in will increase the idle speed and turning it out will decrease it. Lastly, move the engine speed lever to part throttle and then back to idle. Recheck that your desired RPM is still maintained. To adjust the top no load speed, first we must identify what the RPM is that it is specified to run at. It's important for the engine to run at the correct speed to preserve safety limitations like blade tip speed or hydraulic pump speed input. We can find these specs in two different places, both of which are on the Power Portal. The first way is with a technical document model search. If we look under Engine Technical Info, we can see idle speed and top no load specification. Keep in mind, not every engine model will have a published RPM spec in this area. There is another place to look, however, if that's the case. Within eParts, using the model and type, we can pull up the illustrated parts list. Typically, under the Replacement Engine tab, we will find the top no load RPM specification also. The engine we're working on is a Vanguard horizontal shaft utility engine, and its spec is 3600 RPM. For tools, we'll be using part number 19480 Tang Bender tool and handheld tachometer part number 795163. With the engine running and the throttle lever to full speed, measure the current RPM with the tachometer. Note whether an increase or decrease in speed is needed. To adjust the RPM, we will use the Tang Bender tool to bend the spring tang to increase the spring tension, which will, in turn, increase the RPM. The engine has an access hole for the tool in the front cover. Adjust the tension until the RPM is approximately 3600. It's very difficult to get the engine speed exact. This is why we note plus minus 100 RPM in the specifications. V-twin engines are very similar in procedure. However, they incorporate a different idle speed control function called governed idle. Before beginning, make sure the throttle cable adjustment is correct and that full idle and full high speed positions are being achieved. The idle speed target of 1750 is the same, but the way we set it is different. Let's take a look at the process. With the engine idling, manually move the governor lever to the full idle position until it rests on the stop screw at the carb or throttle body and check the RPM. This reading is called curb idle speed. It should be set to 1200 RPM by turning the set screw as needed. This lower RPM gives room for the governed idle system to work properly. Once the curb idle is set, we can tune the governed idle speed. Locate the smaller governor spring at the speed control bracket. The tang to adjust is part of the speed control bracket. Using the part number 19480 Tang Bender tool, adjust the engine speed to achieve approximately 1750 RPM. Remember, more spring tension will increase the RPM. The top no load speed adjustment is also similar to the previous engines we've shown. With the throttle set to full speed, measure the RPM. This engine specification is 3400 RPM. Bend the speed control bracket tang to set the RPM as needed. Once completed, bring the engine to idle, check the speed, and bring it back to top no load and check the speed again. If both RPMs are where they need to be, the job is complete.